My name is Chanelle Harris, and I am a vintage store owner, DJ, and just overall like multi-talented creative. Where do I start is the question. So I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I grew up thrifting with my grandmother at a very young age, like as young as I can remember. She would take me to yard sales, thrift stores, and I fell in love with it. It became something that we bonded together on.
Grandma always like, you doing the most. Look at these. Look at these. Yes. Look, this gonna be $8 for these.
Seeing Chanelle create Nello Vintage just in her bedroom, making up sketches, coming up with the name, the colors, tricking me. Let's talk about that part. Tricking me into painting my kitchen wall bright orange, okay, in a house that did, just had neutral tones, and I'm like going with it. I'm like, okay, that'd be a good kitchen color, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, days later after it was done painting, then she's in there with her camera, her products. I didn't know. I didn't know my kitchen was turning into Nello Vintage backdrop.
I'm falling in love. I might need to go look, I might need to wear this out. I can take one or two, but it's just not.
After I graduated, I was like, well, I don't really want to go back to Wisconsin, so I'll try out Atlanta. Was a wake-up call for, being straight out of undergrad, being in a new city, trying to find a job, just all the life changes that you have, like the quarter life crisis. This is around 25, 24, 25. And you're trying to figure out like, okay, this is my reality. I gotta be an adult. What am I gonna do? And it's not what the adults in my life have told me, how these things are gonna work. They don't tell you about the challenges. At least they change. I had a lot of stress. And I also went through a breakup during that time. And that led to me going into like a huge depression. It led to me being in a mental hospital. And it led to me getting back to myself.
Top down, getting used to the feel.
Since opening the store, I've had a lot of unique ways that I have collected pieces. However, like a few months before I opened the store, I came across like a really good collection of a woman's wardrobe. And it was over 2 storage units full of thousands of pieces. Over 90-something% of the pieces that I have right now are from one lady who had amazing style. Her pieces are like the biggest and highest quality pieces that like I've ever seen, like ever. Sue Wong silk dress here. Just like from the late 90s. Another one of her pieces, this is a halter velvet halter top. A lot of silk pieces, a lot of laundry labels. There's even brands from like the early 2000s like Charlotte Russe that are in great condition. Preserving the things that I create, and vintage is also preserving me, We gotta take care of the source for sure. I want the customers that come into the store in my space to really connect with their inner sense of self through the clothes, through what they see, through what I've created. It's more than, just clothing and vintage.